Well, what can I say other than welcome to the 4th season of the Who I Am podcast, your guided meditation podcast for a strong mind, balance, and bold moves. And yes, my friend, this is us starting into the 4th season. I honestly cannot believe it myself. Through more than 75 episodes, we have worked ourselves through reflection, truth, honesty, tears, joy, laughter, and so much growth. So this is the moment I want to pause and say thank you. Thank you for prioritizing self-care in the busiest times of your life. Thank you for showing up with a learner's mindset and taking your mental health serious. Honestly, you are all the reason I'm doing this. You are my inspiration for every single episode. So thank you for your support, for pressing play, for giving ratings and reviews to help me grow this podcast. And thank you for sharing it to your friends and people that you love that can benefit from the learnings and the messages of each and every individual episode and from a regular meditation practice as well. I love taking deep breaths with you. And so for today's episode, I brought along a very special, a very practical, structured, and experiential episode for us to duly kick off this 4th season with clarity and for us to move through a real clarification process and not just a reflection. This episode is for you if you are struggling to decide what it is that you really want, to make a clear and profound decision based on who you are and what you really want. Sometimes we miss this kind of crystal clear clarity. We have so many options at hand, so many ideas. Or sometimes we just feel completely lost and disconnected with ourselves. And so this episode is here to really help you go through that process. And by the end of it, you will leave being able to make a strong decision for yourself. So let's get in celebration mode. Let's kick off the 4th season of the Who I Am podcast. I am so ready for it. Let's get started. Promised you, we are not talking about vague dreams today. We're not talking about vision boards. We are talking about clarity. Many people say, I don't know what I really want. But very often the truth sounds a lot different. More like, I know what I want, but I'm afraid to choose it. I know what I want, but I'm scared of what it will cost me. I know what I want, but I also want other things. This episode is a guided decision space, and by the end, you will either have a clear direction or a clear next step toward one. So sit upright, feet grounded, perhaps your body supported. And as always, begin by taking one slow breath in and a long exhale out. This episode is thinking, this episode is feeling, and this episode is taking action. But before you decide what you want, you need to separate three things. A, what you want. B, what you think you should want. And C, what you are afraid to want. Close your eyes here for a moment. Picture your current situation, work, relationship, life direction, health, creative path, whatever feels most alive right now. If nobody had an opinion about any of this, what would I choose? Slowly and subtly, let whatever answer surfaces arrive and let it be. You may circle around it. We're not editing here. We're just observing it and staying with it. And then ask an additional question to it. If I did not need to prove anything to anyone, what would I want then? And notice how this answer might shift slightly. Now one more. If I trusted myself fully, what direction would feel right to me? Often the body answers before the mind. So notice if there is some kind of expansion. Notice if there is any contraction. Notice what energy is moving through you and how it's moving through your body. You are just looking for resonance here. And keep on breathing along with it, along with noticing your body's reaction. Okay, let's put ourselves in the mindset of desire creates energy, and obligation creates pressure. And then think about one possible direction that you are considering that is part of your idea stack. So that could be, I don't know, changing jobs or starting something, ending something, committing more deeply, moving, staying, whatever that is. And now imagine you have already decided. Picture yourself waking up tomorrow morning, and this is your path. And then notice your body once again. Does your chest feel open? Does your breath deepen? Does your posture lift? Or does your stomach tighten? Does the energy drop? See, your nervous system often knows before the logic catches up. Because clarity is calm and strong. And when I speak about clarity, I also speak about your intuition. It doesn't always feel comfortable, but it feels steady. So, does this option expand you or shrink you? And as I said before, it doesn't always feel comfortable. So, expansion may include fear. And shrinking, on the other hand, it feels more like self-betrayal. So stay honest here. And take a slow inhale, followed by a long exhale. Now we're taking this one step further. Imagine yourself 5 years from now. And I know everyone loves this question, especially in job interviews, when people ask you, where do you see yourself in 5 years? This is similar, but definitely not the same, so stay with me. It's not a fantasy version. It's a grounded, mature version. You have lived. You have learned. You respect yourself. This future version is sitting right there across from you. So look at them carefully and open up to another question. What decisions are you grateful that I made? You're sitting across from that version 5 years from you now, and ask it, what decisions are you grateful for that I made? And then pause and listen. Do not rush this. And now ask, what did I stop tolerating? Ask that version 5 years from now. What did I stop tolerating? Again, don't rush this. Give it time. And finally, what did I finally commit to? Tell me. What did I finally commit to? Your future self is rarely impressed by playing small. And your future self values integrity. Whatever comes up here, let that answer integrate. Keep on breathing deeply into the belly. Deep and full breaths while you're listening here. What did I finally commit to? Now, earlier on, I mentioned this profile of I know what I want, but I'm afraid of what it will cost me. And this type of perspective I would like to change together with you now. Instead of asking what it will cost to go after what you want, which, by the way, you already know you want, let's face reality for a moment here. Because really what is more important is, if I change nothing, where will I be in 1 year? And let's be specific here. In emotionally, financially, relationally, physically. And how does that feel? Sometimes the strongest decision comes from understanding the cost of standing still instead of the cost of taking action. Because staying is also a choice. Drifting is also a direction. What does staying cost you? And I'm not just talking money-wise. Your energy, your self-respect, your time, and potential opportunity. And I know this is potentially painful to look at, honestly, but try and feel into the weight of being honest here with yourself. Over the past 75 episodes, we have built on honesty. We have built on truth. And yes, it's been painful here and there, but it's helped us grow. So open up and allow yourself to feel and truly feel that weight. What does staying cost you? And then compare that to the discomfort of choosing. Growth discomfort builds strength, but stagnation discomfort will eventually build regret. Which discomfort are you willing to carry? Take a slow breath. And now we want to simplify this. Because you don't really need a life plan. You just need direction. What do you want to experience more in the next year? Experiences. Like, do you want more freedom? Do you want more stability, creativity, depth, income, impact, peace? And out of all of these, choose one core experience. What decision would move me toward that experience? And the decision might be bold. Yes, please, let it be bold. Or it might be small. And then, let it be small. Because we know that from small but consistent action, big and bold moves will evolve. You just need that kind of alignment here. And then say your decision quietly to your mind or even out loud. I choose to. And let the sentence complete itself. Feel how that lands. And if the sentence feels forced, adjust it until it feels clean, until it feels right. Clean decisions feel strong, but calm at the same time. Now let's fully integrate this by placing one hand on your chest. You don't need certainty about the outcome. You just need the commitment for your direction. And with your hand on the chest, repeat after me. I trust myself to adjust along the way. I move forward with clarity. I choose alignment over approval. Take a deep inhale and a long exhale. And now, imagine taking the first step, not the whole journey, just the first visible action. And what is that? Sending an email, having a conversation, blocking time, ending the cycle, starting the project. See yourself doing it. And notice how that momentum feels like. Now open your eyes if they were closed. And here's what you now have. You separated desire from pressure. You listened to your nervous system. You consulted your future self. You also faced the cost of standing still. You identified the experience you want more of. And you formed a decision. And that is clarity. It means the direction that feels true, not based on fear. You've built your strong decision on self-trust because you listened and acted based on that. Today, you listened. Now it's time to act. And at any given moment when the world starts throwing options at you, you have your direction and you keep choosing that direction. And once you choose, your energy organizes around that. When you lead clearly and you feel fully and you stay connected to this. With that, I'm expressing how proud I am of you. How much you've learned, how much you've listened to yourself, how much you've grown. I send you all my love and light, and please, please, please keep up the amazing work. And you know better than I do, I will be waiting here for you when you hit play again. One more thing before you head off. If you have any questions or you would like to get in touch, learn more and grow more, check out my website whoiam-official.com or send me a message at healwithjackie. You can find me on Instagram. I would absolutely love to get to know you and work with you. So, see you there.